Convicted killer Larry Eyler's deathbed confessions may help close the books on dozens of officially unsolved murders. Tonight, authorities admit to being curious, though skeptical, of the lawyer who's promising to tell all about the murders. Channel 2's Gera-Lind has exclusive details.
Larry Eyler tried this once before, while he was still alive, offering to confess to some murders and to implicate others. One of those alleged accomplices, University professor Robert Little, even stood trial in Indiana and was acquitted of helping Eyler kill 23-year-old Stephen Egan in Terre Haute back in 1982. Eyler got 60 years in jail for that murder. But it was the 1983 Chicago murder of 15-year-old Danny Bridges that led to the death sentence Eyler and lawyer Kathleen Zellner were trying to bargain away.
Somebody else ought to kill him and make him suffer, like he made Danny suffer.
Eyler did suffer with AIDS until he died yesterday. The law enforcement community appears less than enthusiastic about the promise of new revelations. A spokesman for Cook County State's Attorney Jack O'Malley says if she has evidence of crimes, she should come to law enforcement. Zellner instead went to Pontiac State Prison today. Eyler was on death row here before he died in the infirmary. He listed his mother as next of kin, and she was notified of his death. But it was Zellner who demanded all his belongings, especially pages and pages of written confessions that he'd been working on just before he died. Prison officials refused to give them to her, even though Zellner claimed Eyler had willed all his writings to her. Gera-Lind Kolarik's book, Freed to Kill, chronicled Eyler's grisly murder spree.
I hate to talk in his defense, but I'm sure Larry Eyler wanted to make amends with the family members.
But the family of Chicago and Michael Bauer, who disappeared 11 years ago tonight, said the confession is not going to bring him back. Their only comment about Eyler: let him rot in hell. But authorities who investigated other cases, like the murder of John Johnson, will be listening carefully.
It would give me a sense of satisfaction to know that we did have the right person.
Eyler's death row deathbed confessions could establish him as one of the worst serial killers ever. Worse than Jeffrey Dahmer, as bad or worse than even John Wayne Gacy. But tonight, the families of Eyler's victims tell me they're not as relieved that the truth is finally coming out as they are that the killer is finally dead.